Hello, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes to Life. So today we decided to do the video from the park, yeah, because I love the sun. It's beautiful out here. So I want to first of all say thank you so much for tuning into the channel last week, the 2 weeks back. I was really impressed. For me, the success of that video meant even just one view. If I get one person to just give me a minute of their time, I'll be just blown away. But just in one day to go over 100 views, so I'm like, wow, this is amazing. So people really want to hear what I have to say. So thank you guys, and thank you for the feedback. I received so much feedback from that video, and I hope this video is even much better. So also, if you have more recommendations on how I can improve, how I can help you learn more, please just let me know and I'll do that. Yeah. So today is our second video, and today I want to talk about the principle of cause and effect. Yeah. So what is the principle of cause and effect? The principle of cause and effect basically says that every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause, everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for law, not recognized. Yeah? There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law, and that's the Kybalion. The Kybalion is basically, these are hermetic teachings of the ancient Greek and Egyptian philosophers, and it was written by three initiatives. And what do we know? Now, most of us can basically agree that we've had so many forms of this law, yeah? We've all had, when you talk about the Christian teachings, as you sow, so shall you reap. In science, we say for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. And then we've heard of the saying, what goes around comes around. What you give is what you get. Now, my question for you guys is, do we all really understand this law? Yeah, do we really understand it? Do we understand it mentally and emotionally? Do we understand this law? Because I think that if we all understood this law, then we would act differently. Yeah. So what happens is, according to this law, is nothing happens by chance. Yeah. Let us analyze chance, because we've all had that. We're all waiting to be lucky. We're waiting for the chance to get there. When we see successful people, we are like, oh, they're lucky. Yeah? Now I want to tell you that according to this, so it actually tells us, there's no such thing as chance. Yeah, because let's think about it for a minute. What we call chance, because chance basically is a word that means to fall. Yeah, and it was derived due to probability events. Yeah, where we say that you can be either toss a die or you toss a coin. Yeah. Let's talk about tossing a coin, because these are things that we call chance events. Yeah, when you think about the number that is displayed on a die, there are actually so many causes that actually result to a particular number to be displayed on a die, or for the coin, whether it's a head or a tail. Yeah, because what happens is the number that will be displayed on the die will depend on, first of all, the position of the dice in the box, the energy that you use to expend the die, and then also the table, yeah, how rough it is, and that will determine the number. That is why we know from probability that if we keep tossing the coin so many times, after some time all numbers have an equal probability of occurring, and that's what we call the law of averages. So let us do away with waiting to be we are waiting to have the chance to have luck. Let us do away with all that and just remember that everything happens according to law. Yeah. So what happens, all I want you guys to do is right now look at your life, look at all aspects of your life. Yeah, from the mental aspects, look at your health aspects, look at your emotional aspects, look at your relationship, look at your finances, all aspects of your life. Are they what you want them to be? When you look at your life right now, because everything that you have in your life right now, the good and the bad, is all as a result of your actions. Yeah, is all as a result of your past actions, your past thoughts, and your past words, and that is where you are now. So look at it and analyze and see, do you like it? Yeah, do you like everything? If you like everything in your life, then you know what, keep doing what you're doing, and if you can even do more, even do better. And then, but if there are some aspects of your life that you're not happy with, then I'm just telling you, then this is a chance for you to improve that. Yeah. So all you have to do is, don't focus on where you are right now, but actually try to diagnose. Yeah, because as human beings, we are prone to, because of our ego, we are prone to just look at the effects where we are right now and just complain about it. Yeah, but instead of focusing on the effects, yeah, I want you guys to focus on why those things happen to you. Try to diagnose as much as you can. I know it's not possible to remember everything, but try to diagnose what brought me to this point. Yeah, for the things that are happening, right, what did I do and what can I do more of that? And for those aspects of our lives that are not up to par, try to understand, why am I here, what caused me to be here. And once you understand the why if you can diagnose why you got there, then it's easy for you to actually go ahead and improve. Yeah, when you understand the principle of cause and effect, it actually makes it very clear, and you start to understand why failure is so easy. Yeah, because what happens is, when you do something now, or when you don't do something you're supposed to do, is you're not going to, the result, the effect is not going to be tomorrow or the next day. Yeah? There are some cases where we have immediate effects. Maybe you're walking and you knock your feet on a stone and it hurts, and then you're like, oh, you know what, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah. But most of the time, failure is so subtle, yeah, that the effect will not show up, because for the effect to happen, the conditions have to be right, yeah. So what happens is, whatever you do now, the effects may not show up tomorrow. I know sometimes I've been a victim of wanting the effect immediately. I don't know, for some of you guys who have had to, have to deal with the weight, yeah. Like for me, weight has been an issue. So I decided to go to the gym, one day. In the evening, I go on the scale and I check. I'm like, come on, why isn't it working? So as human beings, once we try to do something right, we expect the results immediately, but the results are not going to show up soon. Not even in a month, sometimes not even a year. All you have to do, you can rest in the comfort that as long as you're doing everything that you can, everything that you're supposed to do, then according to this law, it's just relax and wait for the effects, because those effects are definitely going to show up, yeah? And now also another thing is, I want you guys to try something. I want you guys to try something called conscious decoupling, yeah? I want you guys to be like seers in your life. Try to do an experiment. If you really want to know how many of us really don't understand this law, try to practice conscious detachment, which is something like, try to detach yourself from your life and just watch how events are happening all around you, yeah? Because what happens is, the majority of us go through life just never reaching our highest potential, but instead being influenced by our opinions, our customs, our thoughts, yeah? And our emotions, our desires, our feelings, and the mood. So when we have all these things that actually just keep happening to us, we think we're in control, but we are actually not in control. So I want you guys from today to practice conscious detachment. Be like a seer and try to just observe your robotic responses to events that are happening to you. So next, I want to talk about, so as I've told you guys, most of us are influenced by our environment, outside influence. So we move through life with very little freedom, yeah? Everybody tells us that we live in a universe of abundance, yeah? But what actually happens is, most of us go through life thinking that we're actually living in a universe of lack. Reason being is, we let everything control us. We let ourselves be controlled by everyone else apart from our own selves. Instead of looking deep within, we are looking to the outside to influence us. And that is the problem, that most of us are more like a falling stone, yeah? It's just subject to the environment. We don't exercise our own will to actually determine where we want to be in life. So next I want to talk about so because of all these things that keep happening to us, yeah, we are more like pawns, yeah, we are more like pawns on a checkerboard of life, yeah. We basically do our part by being life, yeah, to be the mover. So what does that mean, being a mover? What it means that I want you guys to go beyond the material life, to go beyond this plane of material life. With the plane of material life, this is where we characterize people being important by what they have, yeah, by what they know, by what they do. But rather you move on to a higher plane, and this is the plane of natural law, yeah, whereby everything acts according to law. So when you're on that higher plane, yeah, then in that case it's easier for you to actually take charge of your emotions, take charge of your qualities, take charge of your character and your moods and your polarity and your environment. So once you start to dominate these, then you become the mover in the checkerboard of life. You start deciding, yeah? You start using the law against laws. You start using the law to actually help you get where you want to be. And before you know it, you've manifested, you've created the life that you actually need to create. So in summary, what I want to talk about is our desires, yeah? Our moods, yeah? Our will, our the people around us, the environment, yeah, all those things will become our thoughts, yeah. So from our thoughts will become our word, will become what we profess. So because from our desires and our wills, we start professing that, so that becomes our word. And our word, because that's what we are, becomes our action. So we start acting according to our word. Your actions become your habits, and then your habits soon become your character or your personality. And your character and your personality will actually determine your destiny, yeah. So what happens is, every day, whether we are aware or we're not aware, we are creating our own karma, yeah? We are creating our karma through our actions, through our thoughts, and also through our speech, yeah? So what I'm asking you guys to be is, be more aware, be conscious, yeah? Become more aware, and just don't let yourself just be, sleepwalk through life, but actually become a conscious creator and become more conscious. And let's start causing some stuff, right? Let's start causing the effects that we want. Let's cause, if we like the results, let's cause some more, yeah? And keep creating and being more conscious. So, and finally, I want to leave you with the saying from the Kybalion. It basically says that the lips of wisdom are closed except to the ears of understanding, yeah? So for what I want us to do is, through this principle, let us try to understand it more mental and more emotionally, and let us basically go through life being more conscious. Let's become conscious creators in this game called life. And yeah, happiness and bliss to everybody. Let us go out there and cause effects. Yeah, let's not let events happen to us, but actually be the causes. Until next time, please, if you like what you heard, please don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in 2 weeks, and hope you like it. And then again, if you have some feedback, if you have a way I can improve, please just let me know and I'll do that. Yeah, stay blessed. Thank you.